Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back and we're doing a best of one Strixhaven draft. Well, we've got some choices here. Could take Pest Summoning, it's a great lesson to dig up. Could take Professor of Zoomancy. I'm pretty tempted to just take the Emergent Sequence. I think this card is really excellent. It's 2 mana, that's a creature that also ramps you, that also fixes you. It does so much for 2 mana. And letting you jump from turn 2 or turn 3 playing your 4-drops just really does a lot. So I think we'll take the sequence. Semester's End is better than I initially gave it credit for. Pest Summoning is just a very safe pick, great card to find. I love Professor of Zoomancy. Practical Research, obviously very good. I like Silver Quill Pledge Mage, but let's take the sequence and see what we get from there. All right, well, we're past a Warsinger. It's a great card. Otherwise, there's Rise of Extus in black. I mean, we'd probably just take the rare if we're past that, but because they also didn't take the Mystical Archive. I think this is a good card. Warsinger is good. I mean, if you hit with that, you just get creatures back too. It's got Vigilance, it's got Trample. Otherwise, I'm taking like... nothing else is really screaming out to me. I think Warsinger is definitely the best card remaining in that pack, so let's see if that pans out. Okay, so here we can actually take the Pillar Drop Rescue, which can get Warsinger back, which is quite good. It also flies. Plus, you can randomly... well, you'd have to hit pretty hard to get the Rescuer back from your graveyard, but probably still worth it. Or we could take Environmental Science, which is a good card to dig up, but I like Rescuer follow-up to Warsinger. I mean, it's evasive, getting stuff back, it's good value. Yeah, I'll go Rescuer. So, pick here, we can take the Stonebound Mentor, or we can just take the Environmental Science. Mentor is good with both Rescuer and Warsinger already. It's good synergy, lets you scry. I think First Day of Class is more playable than I initially gave it credit for. 2 mana instant speed learn, or we can, so another chance to get the science. I'll take the Mentor though. 3 mana 3/3 beater with upside for aggro is quite good. And I feel like because we were past the Warsinger, at least the person on our right passing to us likely isn't in Loreheld. We'll see. Take Make Your Mark. I think Make Your Mark's actually probably at its, most playable here. Can turn trades into you netting a 3/2 for 1 mana. Not bad. Or we can take the Campus, but maybe we'll just take the Make Your Mark here. Pick 5 Brackish Trudge, huh? I'll give Make Your Mark a chance. Alright, choices now. Another Brackish Trudge, jeez. So we could take the Spirit, or we can just take the Apprentice. And we already have some, yeah, we have 3 Spirits already. That makes sense. Turn them into... it's actually really good with Warsinger, because that's got Vigilance. But yeah, let's take the Apprentice. It seems like a logical pick based on what we already have. Alright, choices here. Could take another Mentor, but I really like the Combat Professor. I think Dispute would be a good pick too. Dueling Coach is good. A lot of good cards in here for us. But we'll take the Evasive Dude. That's just a solid beater. Good card for aggro. Well, probably take the Historian just because you get extra value out of it. Fuming Effigy would be... I mean, it works for this plan too. But Historian makes sense in here, I think. And the General does too, to be honest. But I think we'll just go with the Historian because it comes back. So, can't really do the Pest Summoning. Can do the Reduced Memory, or we could take the Silver Quill Pledge Mage, but I wouldn't mind getting a Reduced Memory. I don't think it works great for what we're trying to do, and we don't have any Learn currently, so I could take like a Pledge Mage instead, but it's nice to get a on-color lesson in case we do get some Learn cards. Alright, here's an easy Mentor, which is actually just a good card for us in general. 3 mana, 3/3s. We need some actual removal or enthusiastic studies, tricks, whatever. Another apprentice? Kind of okay with it. Sure. Over Pledge Mage and make your mark. Okay. So we can do Show of Confidence. More likely to actually play the Shaman, I think. Not likely to play either one. I guess we can take commons in case I want to splash. Second to last pick, Deadly Brew. It's kind of crazy. Well, black definitely seems open, but I don't think we're dipping our toes into that. I like what we have so far. It was a successful pack one, other than the fact that we didn't really get any removal. But as far as our creatures went, they look really good. Like the fact that we can get back our Warsinger with Rescuer is quite good. Alright. Well, Nasari is a good one. Otherwise, there's Rise of Exodus, which we would take. Pilgrim of the Ages, which I would take. But I think it's an easy Nasari. 5 mana, 4/4 that at the beginning of your upkeep, you get to start playing your opponent's cards. And it just gets bigger when you do that. It's an awesome card. So taking it over the Rescuer and the Pilgrim, both of which I would like. But I'm fine. It's a good rare. Alright, good follow-up for us here with the Shock. We need some cheap removal, and Shock definitely fits that bill. Otherwise, Spirit Summoning would be a good card to get to. Just nice lesson to find. Certainly more exciting than Reduced to Memory. Still don't have any Learn cards, though, so we'll see how relevant the lessons end up being. Alright, here we probably take the Sudden Breakthrough. It's just cheapish combat trick. There's nothing that has Learn in here that's on color. Works with Loreheld Apprentice sort of too. Gives us a treasure. Can push extra damage through. Yeah, that's all good enough reasons. We have a lot of creatures. It's good with the Warsinger too. Vigilance, Trample, First Strike is nice ability set. Alright, choices here. We could take the Environmental Science, which is a good card, but we still don't have any Learn. Or I could take the Historian, get another 2-drop that can come back, give us a Spirit. Or we could take Beaming Defiance. We could still definitely use some more 2-drop creatures. Getting Spirits is relevant too for our apprentices. I do like the Beaming Defiance though too, because we already have 10 creatures. That's true. We might get the Defiance back. We'll see. I also think the Historian is good with Make Your Mark. Alright, good pickup for us here in Guiding Voice. Now at least we'll get a Learn card. We can find Reduced to Memory, hopefully some more along the way. I'll take it over a Mentor. I would still play the Mentor in here too, but Guiding Voice definitely seems good enough to play here. So I can take the Intro to Annihilation, which I think is better than Reduced to Memory, but I can also take Pilgrim, which might make more sense than a third Mentor. Mentor is definitely good too, but I think I really like the upside of Pilgrim a lot. It's also a Spirit. I guess so is the Stonebound Mentor, but for diversity's sake and picking up planes sometimes is just very good. Netting a card out of a card and it comes back later, it's just a very good common. I guess we can take Campus Guide here. This also makes it more likely we can play 16 lands. Or we could take the Intro to Annihilation, but like I said, we already have Reduced to Memory, even though it's worse. Just getting more 2-drops that let us possibly play 16 lands seems pretty good to me. Could play Defend the Campus. Blood Edge General might be good enough now with the spirits that we have. So we have a fair amount. It also is a spirit itself, not to be overlooked. Alright, We'll take it. I mean, if you're going to play it anywhere, I think this is the deck, the type of deck for it. Ooh, got the Rescuer back. Or we could take the Expanded Anatomy. Is pretty nuts. As much as I like Rescuer here, and I do, I think we want the Anatomy. Because like Guiding Voice into Anatomy, I feel like this can win some games for aggro. Guess we take Dragon's Approach that we're not going to play just to cut red. Green Ignis or Thrilling Discovery. Probably don't need either. Guess we can take this. Teach by Example. Not likely to copy. We're not likely to play any of these. Did get that Defiance back. That's cool. That we are likely to play. Take another Shaman, though. We don't really... I don't think we want them. I don't think they're good enough in general, even though we do have some combat tricks for them. Probably don't need the Discovery. Alright, I guess we'll take a Silver Quill Campus. Alright. On to pack 3. Well, we can take another Shock. That's a nice pickup. Or we can take the Enthusiastic Study. Man, that's a good one too. And Inkling Summoning. Kind of all the good pickups here, but Shock is... It's tough to go wrong with Shock. Just 1 mana removal. I really like Enthusiastic Study too. Especially finding Anatomy. It's tough. I'm going to go with the Shock just because it's cheap removal that can burn face. I mean, you really can't go wrong with 1 mana removal in an aggro deck. That also hits face. Like, the upsides are just too big. This is in the draft set? I didn't even realize that. We're not going to take it because it's not what this type of deck wants to do, but that's interesting. Combat Professor we could take. Strict Proctor is pretty good. Probably just have to take the Rip Apart because we're close to... Yeah. Maybe wheel the Pigment Storm. Not likely to wheel the Professor. Maybe wheel the Rescuer, though. We'll see. Just pass the Lightning Bolt. Wow. Okay. Taking Lightning Bolt. 2 Shocks and a Lightning Bolt. Removal Suite's getting there now. Rise of Exodus would be great. Another Pigment Storm would be great. Another Anatomy would be great. Although, I guess we only have 1 Learn card, so maybe the other Anatomy doesn't matter. But we're getting there now. So, we can take the Introduction, because... no, we probably just take Rise of Exodus. Yeah, we do. Good card. Okay, so choice here. We could take another Divine. We could take the Divine Gambit. Maybe just take the Summoning now. Yeah, because I think we're going to end up with enough for a deck, and Summoning is just such a good one to find. Don't really want to do Expel. Could take another Mentor. Could take the... Yeah. Or we could take Loreheld Campus, but I think Mentor almost assuredly makes the deck. And we do technically need, you know... I guess technically, like, 1 more creature. I mean, we could take the Campus. I don't really like tap lands for this style of deck anyway. Especially if we're going to run 16, which, believe you me, is still floating around in my head here. That's something that we might do. Historian number 3, I like that. Yeah. So technically this could be a 16-lander with Guide and Pilgrim. I'm comfortable with that. Our curve's not too bad. And we could find like a Make Your Mark upgrade along the way. Well, I could take the Gift of Estates, but I'm actually going to take the Guiding Voice. I actually like Gift of Estates, and I think it would be fine here, but no, we want the Guiding Voice. We want to find Anatomy and Summoning. Yeah, we've got some goodies to find, so Guiding Voice definitely makes sense. Here, we kind of miss. I guess we take an Expel we're not going to play. There's no way it makes the deck, no. We'll just take an Uncommon to unlock more of our vault. Alright, we could take Defend the Campus. Guess so. I don't think it makes the deck either. Probably cutting Make Your Mark. Here we'll just cut an Uncommon. I mean, this looks pretty solid to me. Actually got 3 learn, 3 lessons, which is kind of nice. Anatomy, summoning, and reduced to memory, so that's cool. Don't need any of this. It's all irrelevant. Our curve is pretty low. This is technically a 5-drop, so we have 2 5-drops and a 6-drop, which isn't too bad. Because we got a lot of 1-mana stuff. All right, another mentor, probably. We'll see. Maybe 4 mentors is excessive. All right, we got the campus anyway. I'll play it. So we're definitely a 16 lander. We don't need blue. I think we only need to make 1 cut. Or do we need to make 2? Because we have 26. Oh, no, we just need to make 1 cut. So, honestly, it probably is just like a Stonebound Mentor because we have 4 of them. Why not? That allows us to play 2 Guiding Voice, Bolt, Shock, Defiance, Breakthrough, Rip Apart, Rise. Rise is expensive, but I like having an ability to deal with any creature. Yeah, we can cut a Mentor, and it doesn't really cost the deck that much. It looks like a fun deck. It's got some cool aspects to it. Not the least of which, 2 Shocks and a Lightning Bolt. That's a nice removal suite. Mystical Archive removal suite, and the Rip Apart on top of that, as well as the Rise, yeah. And then the Tricks. It's got some cool aspects to it. Okay. So, pretty much dead even. 2 white here. So I guess we do the extra white, although it looks like we need the red early. I mean, Pilgrim can dig up for white, so maybe we just do the extra red. Yeah, this is a fun deck. Let's see what we can do with this. All right. Lorehold aggro. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, round 1. I think we're going to mull this because I can't even play the Guiding Voices. This hand's good. Probably ditch the Rise just because it's so expensive. And that way we can at least go Apprentice into Apprentice at worst, which is probably pretty good. Now we can go Apprentice into Mentor. See if they have Infuse. They do, so they're good to learn and get their guy back. We'll play the Mentor. Alright, so we'll attack, play the Apprentice, and pass. With Guiding Voice, I'm not sure what we're going to find yet. I got to figure that out. Could do the Inkling Summoning. So I think we'll just do Guiding Voice on Apprentice. And, ooh, Expanded Anatomy is a pretty good one. Alright. Mostly just because we can do it now. That's kind of cool. Plus we can get in and use Mentor, which is kind of nice. If they double block, I mean, we still get to use Mentor's tap ability because of Apprentice, which is kind of cool, actually. Not bad. Now I don't know if I want to do it, though. Yeah, I probably don't now. Because I have to tap my guy, and then they can just hit us for free with the Vigilant Creature. I mean, they could have removal, but we'll at least force them to use it. Like a Mage Duel or something would be my guess. Plumb the Forbidden. That's good value. We get to draw, learn. We get to draw 3 and learn. So, what would be some good draws? Probably like Pillar Drop Rescue. What else would be good? What else would be good besides Pillar Drop Rescue? Pilgrim's not bad. So they can block with 2 things, though. So I'm not in love with that. They block with 3 things, and then I would just be able to kill 2, so I don't think it's worth it. Alright, opponent does regrowth on Plumb the Forbidden. Probably still rip apart Pledge Mage, actually. Guess I could have attacked with Pilgrim too. I mean, they would have eaten it, I guess, and attacked back, so maybe that wouldn't be as good. But I was just thinking, not bad to... Wait, what 2 did they do? Gain 7 and... something? Pillar Drop Rescuer would be good here. Let's see, I have 8 mana, so... yeah, I suppose we can get in. They shuffle Graveyard back in? Oh. That's interesting. Well, we're officially out of planes. That's cool. I don't think we can afford to do that, just in case. Oh, did it get exiled too? How did it get exiled again? Oh yeah, intro does exile, that's right. So, alright. Looks like we die. I guess we can force them to attack here. I don't think there was a card that I could have drawn to get me out of that anyway, so it's probably okay. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, we can keep this hand. It's a good draw. I don't think we need to dig up a land though. We've got 4 in hand and we got the Pilgrim coming up, so I think we're okay. Definitely want to snap trade there. Oh, Sedgemoor Witch. That's a good one. Let's do the War Singer here. Alright, so we can go Pilgrim. The ward is 3 life, right? Okay. So we'll go Pilgrim, get a white mana, and go white, Guiding Voice, and guess we'll do the reduce so that we can hit the Sedgemoor Witch. I think I'm looking at trading here. Oh, shock is real good. So, get rid of that. And I guess we'll shock this. Pay the 3 life. Not my favorite. Wonder if it would have been better to... Well, it's tough to say. Oh, Bolt too. Well, that's good. Well, we can do this now. If they have removal, we're in trouble though, so... I wonder if it's smarter to just do Historian, leave up Lightning Bolt, play this safe for now. Because we're at a pretty low life total. Guess I could have played the Mentor too. It's true. So we'll bolt that. So no, I think we'll just do sorry. Hopefully start playing with my opponent's cards if it lives. All right. No, Apprentice is fine, but I think we want the Rescuer for now. Wish I could do both, but no, we'll do this. And we'll get back, I suppose, the War Singer. Rise of Extus. Yeah. Alright, we'll go to the next one. Alright, this hand, as much as I want to keep it, it doesn't do anything. I can't play these, so we probably mull. I don't want to mull hands like that, but I think we probably have to. Here, I guess we ditch like a shock, which kind of hurts, but at the same time, I probably need to... I don't want to just throw back a land and then not draw any more either. Well, I guess now I could have. It's alright, it's not a huge deal. Alright, it's pretty unfortunate for us because now we can't attack. Double block, then they can just pump, but then they wouldn't be able to use their mana for the turn. Some choices either way. I must have shuffled from something. Oh, it was the Pilgrim. I was like, what happened to my Historian? But it's probably okay. I didn't really want my Historian anyway, so it seems fine. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed the draft. Ended up going 0-3. So let's do our pack one, pick one here. Let's see. We got... I'd probably go with Regrowth. This is a pretty sweet card. I really like that it lets you just grab anything out of the graveyard. It's really valuable. Otherwise, maybe Graham Session, just because Learn is so good. I'm kind of going up on Learn cards. But yeah, I love Regrowth. I think it's great. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you for the next one.